basic conversational Latin, how to start your journey on Latin Discord servers. So this is going to be the basics of conversational Latin, mainly aimed towards speaking Latin Discord servers because there are some very nice Discord servers, very nice Latin communities. So yeah, let's get started. Okay. Now the first thing to note is you can switch your keyboard layout to maori or maori. I don't know how to pronounce it really. It's a language that has elongated vowels. Basically, if you see like a line on a vowel, it means it's elongated, which means in pronunciation, it's elongated. There's some stupid examples like heek and heek, where elongating the vowel actually changes the meaning of the word, which is funny. Usually, it doesn't make any difference. Like most of the people don't even elongate the vowels. Like really, like more advanced Latin speakers usually just elongate the vowels. Uh, of course, in writing, right? Not in speaking. So yeah, I personally, when there are like more complex conversations, I don't even bother elongating my vowels. So if you don't want to, you don't have to, right? But I'm just saying, you can hold Alt and any vowel in the maori keyboard layout, and it will elongate. Anyway, one important thing is remembering about word order in Latin and how free it is. Basically, word order kind of doesn't exist in Latin. That's because of its because of its grammatical structure. Basically, you can place words however you want, and there are only very exclusive cases where you won't be able to change the word order very flexibly. So in this case, you'll see the words scrambled up, right? But I think I chose the word order for these phrases that's the most common. Anyway, salve means hi, right? It means hi, singular. So for a single person, right? Salvete means hi, but it's plural. So, for example, someone can enter a chat and say salvete, and if you're gonna reply to them, you reply salve, right? Because you're talking to a single person now, right? You're replying to a single person at least. You might also see salvete omnes, which means hello all, right? It means hello all. You might see it. It basically puts the emphasis on the plural. Plurality. I had to use it now. Never mind. Cuidagis. Cuidagis means how are you? It basically means how are you, and it's in literally every casual Latin conversation. Now, cuidagitis means how are you, but it's plural, right? It's using the plural you. Bene me habeo. It means I'm fine. Alright? It means I'm fine. Gratias tibiago. So this means thank you. Well, really, thank you very much. Or in very little translation, it means I'm thanking thankfully to you. So that's a very direct translation. It's tu. So that phrase means and you, right? So for example, cuidagis, bene me habeo, it's tu, right? Intelligo non sum discipulus. So basically it means I don't understand. I'm a student or someone who's learning or just a disciple, right? It's you're basically trying to say you're someone new to Latin and you don't necessarily understand, right? I don't understand. Sometimes I don't understand won't really fit in the context, so you can just remember sum discipulus and what's about this us So if you're a male, you're gonna say sum discipulus. If you're a female, you're gonna say sum discipula, and if you identify as they them or you don't want to reveal your gender, generally you want to use the neuter form, you're gonna say sum discipulum. Alright? redibo, it means, in a literal translation, I will be back, but it's used as this be right back kind of thing. So whenever you have to say be back, you say redibo. Sum reditus, it means I'm back. And same as with the previous example we had, just whenever if you're female, you're gonna say sum redita, and if you prefer to use the neuter form, you're gonna say sum reditum. Okay, so sometimes for the verification of you on the server, you might have to introduce yourself, right? So sometimes you might have to introduce yourself, and generally, well, when you're talking to a new person or new people, you will often introduce yourself, so it's useful to know how to. So, mihi nomen est, it means my name is. So, mihi nomen est Dominic, for example. Ego ēlēx. That means I'm from, right? And the thing is, use if the place you come from starts with a consonant, and ēx if it starts with a vowel. Now, theoretically, after that or ēx, you have to use something called the ablative form of a word. You have to use the ablative, but the problem is you don't know how to change words to their ablative form yet. So just say the words. Probably nobody will bat an eye if you just say where you come from without changing the form to ablative. But, just keep in mind that you are supposed to place the ablative form of a word after the ēlēx. But it doesn't matter right now, okay? Anyway, sum annos nātus. So it means I'm years old, right? So for example, you're gonna have to write it as singular numbers, singular digits, right? 1, 3, for example, if you're 13, because you're not gonna say sum triginta annos nātus, because you don't know how to count in Latin yet. And if someone says that, you also don't know what it means, sadly. But if you just want to tell your age, you're just gonna type it numerically, right? Sum, and then you're gonna type, for example, 1, 3, annos nātus, right? And you'll be fine. Me ēlēktat. So this means I like. In literal translation, so usually after I like, right, you'd have to use something called the accusative form, right? Sometimes even different forms than accusative, but this, in literal translation, means delights me, which is cool because if you have delights me, you can basically use the nominative, or how it's called, the normal form of a word. So you can just say me ēlēktat, or and something you like afterwards, or you'll often see it before it, because it makes sense to first say the thing and then that it delights you, like mathematics delights me, right? It's something that's very often used to say that you like something. So you can, for example, say me ēlēktat lodus. I'm sorry, ludos. How did I mess that up? Ludos is games. So me ēlēktat ludos means I like games, for example, video games, right? Or you can say me ēlēktat mathematika, which means I like maths, right? Okay. So, by, if you're talking to a single person, you say wale, right? Wale. But if you're talking to multiple people, you can say Valete. Or, as we said previously with the salvete, you can say Valete omnes. Anyway, that's pretty much be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope it helped you with, the real basics of conversational Latin. Anyway, Yeah, thank you so much. And yeah, gratias, tibiago. And yeah, I'll see you next